Okay, today we go beyond Einstein and Tesla, and if you all believe Tesla and Einstein, then you should believe what I'm about to tell you, because what I'm about to show you is wave to particle and back to wave and back to particle. It can be seen several times in this real-time video that I am showing. I put up a video the other week called Vertical Current Seed Pods, and I showed this paper. Now this paper shows that because energy travels in a double helix, clockwise and counterclockwise, two rotations both traveling clockwise, I showed that due to the rotation of the fields, they accumulated matter into spheres. Now the reason they accumulated them into matter spheres is because they have a DNA code which basically shapes everything that passes through the code and then directs the matter transfer. But the video that I'm going to show today shows that energy moves matter, and because it doesn't have a DNA code, you're going to see pure energy movement, which is what I've been showing for the past 2 years in all my videos. Now what I didn't mention was that because one is counterclockwise and one is clockwise, one is shuttling matter forward and one is shuttling matter backwards, as well as rotating it into the middle. And so you would get this shape, which is what I drew 2 years ago. I thought I'd drawn it wrong, so I didn't bother investigating it. But due to my continuing studies into Berkeley current behavior and continuously mapping the travel and the rotations, this is because a vertical vortex forms perpendicular to the original flow of the Berkeley current and so shoots out a pointed vortex. Please note you are going to see this shape in the matter being formed. It's very quick and I'll repeat it. But yeah, that spiral conical shell is actually a vortex coming upwards. Okay, now I've just thrown this picture in here. This was my prediction proven vortex to vortex on the sun, and this is exactly how it travels. This is the vertical vortex to horizontal perpendicular wave and back to vertical vortex, shown in the very center there with a rolling wave and a standing wave. This is going to be seen as well as a heteromax standing formation, which is exactly the same as that, but it will form spheres, and these will shuttle along, not getting any closer, as if there was an invisible barrier in between them. There is. It is that vibrational wave right there. And these spheres are how planets are made. I showed it in a video, well, this video. In this video, I show how a wave formation is basically like a scroll, and they roll in either direction while being pushed out, and so eventually form planetary spheres, which is why every pole has a swirl on it going in one direction. Remember that picture I showed you? Well, we're going to see that. I am using a clockwise rotational sander. So what is happening is electricity is supplying the rotation to the matter, which is the sander. The sander is pulsing as it rotates because that's what electricity does. So it is sending out a pulsed vibrational wave, which is exactly what all black holes do, all suns do, all planets do. Everything gives off a vibrational wave, from light waves to water waves to basically any wave you want to mention. This is how they are formed, and I've got it on video. And so without any further ado, here's the video, and I'm going to talk as we go through it, and I'll probably have to go through it at least 2 or 3 times to show you everything. Now I've placed a groove along the channel as if it was a energy barrier. Now already you can see that there are planetary formations, and we can see a wave here, and particles are joining the wave, which is rotational. They're being spun towards us. Trying to get a close up here. It's just my camera phone. I've slowed this down by 50%. As you can see, the tiny little string wave there. Now you can see that wave rolling towards us. Each one of those particles is a planetary formed formation that is now sending out a Birkeland current standing wave, and the energy gets strung out until the matter contains the energy and it pulls it into a sphere. So right now what we're looking at the bottom there is this shape here. So what we're seeing at the bottom is a Ouroboros torus bulge, and then there is a vertical vortex pushing the matter upwards. So that's your Ouroboros torus sphere at the bottom, that bulge that we can see here. Then we have the vertical vortex here. Then we have a wave here, which then becomes a standing vortex to particles here. Now what it's going to there, that's another wave. As you can see, it's moving along, and the top is moving over rotation wise. At the bottom of that standing wave there, as you can see, we have a dancing thin string. That is another wave. Across the top in a minute you're going to see another standing heteromach wave, which can be seen in acoustic levitation. This is it using electrical vibration energy. I'm just moving everything out of the way there so we can start again, and you'll see the little strings forming, the planetary formation, and a wave. So I'm going to have a rolling wave next to a standing heteromach wave above it in a minute. So that's our wave. You can see our vertical vortices going upwards from the wave. Those are all your particles and waves coming out. And here we're about to see, already we can see, there it is. So you have your heteromach formation above and your wave below. Obviously you can see it stringing, and we just missed the curl, so I'll show that again. So that's the rotation there. I'm going to show that in the matter, and it's going to show itself in the top left corner. Oh, I've just seen one doing it, but that big one in the top left there, you're going to see it rotate. There it goes. There it goes, till eventually it spins out. And the rest of the video is just the last 2 or 3 minutes of the video. Oh, galaxy rotation. Funny, I just seem to be spotting everything today. So, yeah, there we go. Heteromach, planetary formation, particle to wave to particle, and telling you exactly how it's doing it by double helix rotational theory. Thanks very much. My name is Lee, and I'm a Christian. Oh, but before I go, the planetary formation spheres that you can see that form in and out of these channels, if you could continually watch the video, also explains this paper, who basically they're getting paid for nothing. They just said, hey look, gaps and lumps in the middle. So yeah, I've explained their experiment as well, because they don't explain it, they just give you observations. Well, see those there? Yeah, that's that paper, and that's why they have segmented parts inside their channels. Thanks again. My name's Lee, and I'm still a Christian.